Hello chocks and chocolates, and between Chocolo Roberto here for yet another review. Surprise, surprise. This time of the Milka Max Champiolade, I think you'd say, or Champiolade, or I'm not sure how you pronounce that, or you know what it's called, to be honest with you. Is it called the Milka Max Champiolade? Milka Champiolade? Champiolade? I don't know what it's called. I've no idea. But either way, that's what it is. So there we go. And I think you can see the description there, but I can't read it, unfortunately, because I'm blocked with the camera. Alpine milk chocolate with rice crisps. There we go. So I'm very strange one. This one really. I'm very excited about this one because I this combination works for me very much. Chocolate and crispy pieces. But clearly, it seems like a massive bar for for what it is. I mean, surely you could just have this as a normal size. I don't know why it's in such a huge. What's the weightage? I have the weight. Must have the weight somewhere. It's 270 gram bar. I don't know why it's that big, but it is. Yeah, and it seems to be so. Obviously, it seems to be football related. It's got the football. It's got our football there, and you can see on top of the chocolate there's a clear football motif or graphic or shape or mold or whatever you want to say. That's what it's got. So what's the actual description on the back? What does it say? Alpine milk chocolate with rice crisps, 8%. There we go. Does it have palm oil in? Doesn't seem to have palm oil. Can't see it. 100% Alpine milk chocolate's got in double asterisks from somewhere. Yeah, not bad. So what have we got for the calories? Well, you've got 30 grams is 4 chunks. 9 times 4 chunks is 1 bar. There we go. So it's 30 grams per 4 chunks. Then we've got 156 calories, 8.1 grams of fat, 4.8 of which are saturates. And 100 grams, 519 calories, 27 grams of fat, 16 of which are saturates. And so I have been saying for a few reviews now that if you between 400 and 500 calories per 100 grams, that's a good result basically. And I think that's probably turned out to be true. Most of everything else I've got has been over 500, so I think it's on the lower end of it. 519, but yeah. So I don't know. I was originally saying that anything over 500 was excessive, basically, is what I was implying. I'm not sure that's the case anymore, but I think basically everything actually seems to be around 500 to 600, really, if anything. So if you ever find anything on the lower end of that or below 500, then that's good calorie-wise, I'd say. But yeah, I'll keep doing that. I'm not. I've not done it for too long, so I still haven't got the sort of rough gist of what is a good calorie amount per 100 grams. But I'm starting to get the impression that towards the lower side of 500 calories is probably a reasonable result, and anything below that is pretty good for a treat. So yeah, it's an unhealthy treat anyway. I mean, if you treat yourself to broccoli or something, you know, you probably calories per 100 grams is probably like 10 or something. But I don't know. I'm just guessing. I have no idea. But anyway. So yes, it's a typical Milka bar. It's, well, not typical really, it's massive, but everything else is typical about it really. It's got the purple wrapper. Yeah, looks okay. Don't think it's a UK bar, but it does have English on it. I think it's possibly a German one really. Yeah, it says Alpine milk chocolate there, which possibly is German, rather than Alpine milk chocolate. But it does say Alpine milk chocolate elsewhere on the bar. You got double asterisk, so you can see that there. There we go. I'm not sure where that comes from. There you go, yeah. So you can see there's a date there. Possibly Austrian there, I'm not sure. Well, it says AT. I don't think Austria. Well, it might be AT, I'm not sure. I know the Austrian for Austria is, or the German, Österreich it is. Yes, I'm not sure. Don't know. But there we go, anyway. So it doesn't. It's got the UK address on there, but yeah, don't know. Well, there you go. Model as Österreich, so it is Austria, yes. There we go, yeah, but the country code is still AT. Okay, right. Okay, well, there we go. Quite an interesting one. I think it looks nice. Obviously, centered around football for some reason. Doesn't seem to be any other reason for it. There's no, like, I don't know, there's no obvious Austrian Football League references or anything like that. It just has a football on it, so I'm not sure. I don't know what the point of that is, but I should give it an open. Maybe it's just for the appearances, who knows. But let's give it an open and have a look. Let's do it. Okay, let's give this Milka Max or Milka Champiolade or Champiolade or Milka Max. I've no idea what this is called, but it's one of those, I think. Well, there you go. It says Champiolade on the side. So it says a Max as well. I've no idea. I think the Max is just for the size of it. Obviously, well, not obviously, but that's what I'm assuming now, actually. So it's just a Max bar and it's Champiolade. So it could be Max, I don't know, white or something, or bubbly or whatever, lovely. Okay, so it's got some flourishes on, but it's like such a big bar that the flourishes percentage-wise won't be that, won't have much of an effect on the left. I don't think, but it's just under 29 centimetres, 28.8, I think. Yeah, maybe 28 points. Yeah, 28.8. Okay, so it has a bit of a. I don't know if this has just happened now because if you look at the plate, you know, yeah, I don't know if that's just happened now, but it has broken. So it's about 28.8 centimetres. It's got the old flow wrapper there. Wow, it looks full of stuff. Look at that. Definitely up my street, this for sure. Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's try and give it a measure then. I mean, look at that. It's full of Rice Krispie pieces. I'm gonna enjoy this. It smells nice. Lovely smell coming from it. It's not flat here, of course. The plate's not flat. Let's try and manoeuvre that so I can do something about it. Maybe I'll just put it on the. Just remove the plate for the moment. How about that? Put it together. There we go. So it's a relatively tight fit, other than the top. There we go. Okay. So it was 28.8. It's now 26, pretty much spot on. So sounds a bit too coincidental. So I assume that's the line for the bars, what it's meant to be. Yeah, 26. So not that's too much. Just 2.8 centimeters, which isn't too bad from a 26 centimeter bar. About 10%, something like that, isn't it? Okay. Right. Well, let's have a look at it the other way around. Okay, well, a bit. I mean, it's not too dissimilar, I think, from what Milka normally looks like. I'm sure it just has these spheres on top. Obviously, some of them are designed with like, sort of football designs on. Well, football designs. Some just say Milka. Not really reminiscent of a ball too much. Does the effect any last on the top as well? I think it does go down the sides. It's hard for you to tell there, but it does focus in. There you go. Yes, you can see it does go down the side. So it is a reasonable attempt at a football, and in fact, some of them say Milka, some don't. So still football ones. All right, well, it's a bit of a strange one, but that's just what it's got. Maybe it's just the Max design. Maybe all the Max ones have footballs on. But you can clearly see there. Look at all that. I mean, it's just packed full of Rice Krispie pieces. You're definitely getting your money's worth here, I think. From the let's have a look. If I snap one in half, not in half, but snap a bit off. You can see, I mean, I don't know if they go all the way to the top of the ball part, but not sticking through, so maybe they don't. But even so, I think it would be a bit harsh to say that you're not getting it full of Rice Krispie pieces. We'll just cut one in half. See what happens. You can feel the crunch as I'm doing for the top, so I think it is probably going all the way to the top. And maybe not, maybe just crunching on the bottom. Yeah, so you can see it probably doesn't. I mean, there is one or something that's possibly a Rice Krispie piece there at the top. I think you could safely say they only go in the bottom part, which does explain why there's nothing poking through at the top of any of these. Definitely quite gave it a measure for the height and the width, so let's just do that quickly. Yeah, height of the chocolate about 1 centimetre, a bit higher with the actual nubbing on top, about 1.4. The width of them, 9 centimetres, so 9 by 26. Okay, it's not quite straight though, so I'll just do a quick measure at the top. It's not flat at the sides. 8.5 now, he's lost half a centimetre. Alright, very exciting this one, yeah. I think I should give this a taste. And why not? Let's do it, let's give it a taste. Okay, once again, this Milka Champiolade. Max bar, I guess. I think that's probably the best way to say it. Milka Max bar Champiolade or something. I'm not sure. Which means it's a large one. It's massive. So yeah, we've got a few segments I prepared earlier. It does seem to be quite curved at the bottom. You can see that. Just notice that. Yeah, not flat. Really sit too flat. I don't know. Not wide enough for it to make a massive effect, but it does seem to have curved slightly. Don't know. Only slightly. Just noticeable though. Okay. You just tell. Yeah, not quite flat, is it? I've got my eyebrows. Anyway, doesn't really matter, I don't think, but there you go. For some reason, it's sort of curved up a bit. Alright, well, full of stuff. I mean, look at that. Definitely getting your Rice Krispies. yeah, let's give it a taste. Let's do it. Let's give it a taste. Not too bad. Yeah, not as good as I was hoping that for, actually. I think what it is, but the Rice Krispies pieces just seem to be a bit too dry almost. No, I don't know what it is. It might be just too many of them. I'm not sure. It just sort of feels a bit like I'm a. Yeah. I think there might be too many of them actually. Which is surprising because I thought I'd tasted chocolate with this much in before. I don't know if it's just because the Milka chocolate just doesn't isn't sweet enough or something, or tasty enough to sort of cope with a sort of bland flavour inside. Because obviously the Rice Krispies aren't going to taste of anything. It's just really the texture. I think maybe the milk chocolate's just not strong enough to cope with being, sidelined to this extent. That might be it. I'm not sure. It looks okay though. Not perfect. Just tastes a bit like it's a bit bland, just still in date this as well. Just have a check. Yeah, 24th of the 2nd, 2021. So it's still very much in date, but it tastes a bit like as if it was out of date. It's just it doesn't. It's as if the flavour's not there. And I think that's just because it's too. It's what my if it's a bit there's a sell by date there. So yeah. Yeah, it's just too yeah, it tastes a bit bland really. It's yeah, it just doesn't taste. It's just basically as if there's just too many Rice Krispie pieces in there really, and I think it's just causing it to taste a bit. Yeah, just too much of Rice Krispie, not enough chocolate really, I think is the gist of it. So it's kind of so you're just kind of not really getting that chocolate taste enough to make it have as much of a flavour as you'd normally like or normally expect from a Milka bar. So I think there's just far too many Rice Krispie pieces in there, and I think it's just caused it to go too much to the Rice Krispie side, which aren't flavoured, So so it's a bit of a shame, this one really. I think it's very disappointing. Yeah, I was very much expecting something really nice. I really like Rice Krispie pieces and things like that in my chocolate. But this one, yeah, it's just very real miss, I think. I think the Milka chocolate's okay, but it's not my favourite chocolate. But it's not a strong enough chocolate to cope with this much in it. Basically, I don't think. And when I say strong, I mean the flavour's not bodied enough. Yeah, and I would say the chocolate. You'd think it would still come through enough, but I don't know. It doesn't seem to be. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not really getting that sort of rich, creamy sort of Milka taste from it. I don't know what it is. I can only assume it's just because there's just not enough of it, and it's just the Rice Krispie flavour is just taking over for what it is, which is not much of a flavour really. Yeah. Bit of a shame, this one. I definitely expected more from it, and I'm pretty disappointed actually for this one. It's not horrible or anything, but I think it's pretty. I don't know. I think it might be going towards below average, really. I'm just thinking that I think you'd rather, I think a regular Milka bar relatively average, maybe slightly above. But I think this one you're not really getting the taste of the Milka chocolate particularly well. And Rice Krispies is, although with a nice texture, I just don't think the taste is too much. You can taste them too much. It's not enough. There's not enough. Just the taste of these two things combined in this quantity is less than some of the parts in a way. To an extent, I mean, obviously, if you just have loads of Rice Krispies, they don't really taste of anything, so it's perhaps a bit misleading to say that. But what I'm trying to get at is that you're expecting a combination to lift both of them up and to become better than you know, a really nice combination. Basically, normally when they are combined, they are better than some of the parts of these two ingredients, you know, chocolate and Rice Krispie pieces. But in this case, you know, well, they're just not, you know, they've not done that. So either the same or worse. Yeah. So I think for that reason, I'm more inclined to go towards it being a bit below average, really. So I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 5. I think it's just, yeah, I just don't think it's that particularly great, you know. And I think it is probably, I think an average chocolate bar is one that you would be very happy with, pretty much, or at least be happy with. But I think I'm disappointed with this. So, and I don't think it's not on the fact that it's only very good rather than great. You know, I just think it's just not really particularly good. You know, so yeah, bit of a shame, this one. So 2.5 out of 5. It's not really below average, but it's below enough for it to be below a 3, I think. And as I say, just not particularly nice for what you get, and disappointing. So yeah, has to be a 2.5 out of 5. Okay, so if you enjoyed that review, follow me on Instagram or Twitter, things like this. Check out the member program as well for exclusive videos and other content. Yeah, Discord channel, link is in the description. Great to see you there, and I'll see you next review. Take care, everyone. Bye for now. Have a great day. See ya. Bye.